Yo, what is up everybody? It is Drew back again with another video, and in this one I'm going to be showing you how to sound like Tory Lanez in the song Liddy Again, so let's get into it.
I've been raving about it, it's Liddy again. Fly out the piff in the tropic, it's Liddy again. All in my party is poppin', you know that we Liddy again. Pour the fours on the collars, you know that.
Alright, so as you heard, there it is. There's the preset. Now that is the free version of the preset. Now, as always in my videos, I show you guys the free version, but on my website there is also a paid version. So if you just want a higher quality version, and it's going to be using the Studio Rack plugin from Waves. So as long as you have Waves plugins, you can use it on any DAW. So as of now, this video dropping, the Liddy Again preset is going to be available for every DAW on my website. Now, the free version is only going to be FL Studio. Also, with the paid version of the preset, it is going to come out for $14.99, and that is going to be available for the first week of this video dropping. After this week, it's going to go up to $20. So make sure you cop it right now while it's hot. Now, also, to start off the football season, one of my favorite seasons of the year, I'm going to put a 50% discount code on every preset and every service from me. So if you want to get a preset, or if you want to take advantage of this deal and get a full mix and master straight from me, everything is 50% off on my website right now. All you got to do is use the code NFL and you'll get 50% off everything. Alright, but other than that, let's get into the video. Now, this preset was requested by a lot of you, so I decided to create it. Now, we have a few other Tory Lanez style presets, but this one's more of the rappy and more the older Tory Lanez style. So I'm going to show you how I did it. Alright, so first plugin in the chain is going to be the Auto-Tune Pro. Now, it's just going to tune the vocals and make it sound nice and on key. So for this song, it was B flat minor, which was the key, and you could hear he has that heavy auto-tune sound. So what we did is we just turned the retune speed all the way to the max, and that's going to give you that nice, hard, kind of robotic sounding auto-tune and sound pretty cool. After that auto-tune, we're going to go into the EQ2, parametric EQ2 from FL Studio. And like I said, these are all stock plugins, so pretty simple. We're going to start it off with a high pass at around 177 hertz. This is going to take out all that low end rumble that we don't want. Then at 257 hertz, we're going to take out 1.6 decibels there. It's going to remove a little bit more of that boominess in that bottom end. And then at the 488 hertz range, we're going to remove 2.6 decibels. And this is going to get rid of that little bit of muddiness in that low mid area. Then we're going to take out a big cut at 2283 hertz. So this area right here, I took it out because it was getting a little bit harsh in the vocal, and all I did was I tightened up the Q to 4%, and then I made it minus 3.4 decibels, and it's going to remove a little bit of that harshness in that top end. Then at 3718 hertz, we're going to boost it by 1.4, and this is going to bring out a little bit more presence in the vocal. And then we're going to do a high shelf, and we're going to boost that by 2.6 decibels at the 6000 hertz range. So now I'm going to show you what the EQ sounds like. So this is going to be without the EQ, so let me show you that.
Raving about it, it's Liddy again. Fly out the piff in the tropic, it's Liddy again.
And then this is with the EQ.
Raving about it, it's Liddy again. Fly out the piff in the tropic, it's Liddy again.
So as you can hear, it brightened up the vocal a little bit and got rid of a little bit of muddiness. And then we're going to go into the fruity compressor. Now with the settings, I did a little bit of a harder compression. Negative 30.8 on the threshold. Then we're going to do a 4:1 ratio. Then on the attack, we're going to set it to 3.3 milliseconds and the release to 50 milliseconds. Then we're going to do 9.6 on the gain, and then we're going to do the hard type. Now this is going to help This is going to help tame those peaks in the vocal, and it's going to start squashing it down a little bit so we get that leveling control. And this is just going to help control those peaks in the vocal. So let me show you what it sounds like with and without this. So this is without.
Raving about it, it's Liddy again. Fly out the piff in the tropic, it's Liddy again.
And then this is with.
Raving about it, it's Liddy again. Fly out the piff in the tropic, it's Liddy again.
So as you can hear, it's kind of leveling out that vocal just a little bit and making it nice and compact sounding. After that, we're going to go into another compressor. Now this one's going to bring out a little bit more volume and also just do that final leveling in the vocal. So with this one, we're going to do negative 22.4 on the threshold, and then we're going to do a 2:1 ratio, 6 on the gain, and then we're going to do 15 millisecond attack, 200 millisecond release, and we're going to use the vintage type, which gives it a nice different style character, and it's also just going to level out the vocal a little bit more and make it a little bit less dynamic. So I'm going to show you without and then with it.
Raving about it, it's Liddy again. Fly out the piff in the tropic, it's Liddy again.
And then this is with it.
Raving about it, it's Liddy again. Fly out the piff in the tropic, it's Liddy again.
So So as you can hear, it really brought the vocal up front, and it's going to sound nice and full in the mix with that one. After that, we're going to go into the EQ2 again, and then with this, it's going to do a little bit more of that tone shaping. It's going to give it that final tone that we want. So with this, what we did was we went at the 451 hertz range, and we took out 1.2 decibels there. Then what we're going to do at the 7,386 hertz range, we're going to boost it by 3.8 decibels using another high shelf. So this is going to brighten up that top end a lot more here and just make it sound nice and clean. So let me show you without and then with.
Raving about it is litty again. Fly out the piff in the tropic is litty again.
And this is with.
Raving about it is litty again. Fly out the piff in the tropic is litty again.
So you hear it brought out a lot more brightness into the vocal. It makes it shine through the mix just a little bit more. Then the final touches, we got the time-based effects, so our reverb and delay. So we're going to start with the Fruity Reverb 2. What we're going to do is we're going to set the delay, pre-delay, to 23 milliseconds. We're going to put the size all the way up. We adjusted the high cut to 7.7 kilohertz. Then the decay at 4 seconds, and then the wet at 22%. And then the separation all the way out. So it's going to give it a nice space to the vocal and also spread it out in the stereo field just a little bit. So let me show you without and then with it.
Raving about it is litty again. Fly out the piff in the tropic is litty again.
And then this is with it.
Raving about it is litty again. Fly out the piff in the tropic is litty again.
Then we're going to do the delay. Now, this is going to be a very subtle effect. So what we did was we put the delay time to 4. Then we set the delay model to ping pong. Then we set it to the BP mode on the feedback. And then we put the cutoff to 568 hertz. Now, what the BP is going to do is going to it's basically going to EQ the top and low end of the vocal. And it's going to make the delay kind of sit back in the mix and not as upfront and taking up that space that we need for our main vocal. Then we're going to set the wet to 17.7%. Now it's going to be a good amount of delay and you'll be able to notice it, but it's going to be very subtle in the full mix. So let me show you without and then with it.
I've been raving about it is litty again. Fly out the piff in the tropic is litty again.
And this is with it.
I've been raving about it is litty again. Fly out the piff in the tropic is litty again. All of my party is pop.
So as you can hear, it dragged out that vocal a little bit and filled it in that empty space in between the words. But yeah, that is it for the free version of the preset. Let me show you what it sounds like in the full mix.
I've been raving about it is litty again. Fly out the piff in the tropic is litty again.
And then this is without the preset.
I've been raving about it is litty again. Fly out the piff in the tropic is litty again.
And then this is with the preset.
I've been raving about it is litty again. Fly out the piff in the tropic is litty again.
So as you can hear, it made a huge difference in the vocal and made it sound nice and full in the mix, like it's part of the actual song. But yeah, that is what the preset can turn your vocal into. Now, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, make sure you comment down below who you want to hear next, as this was actually a suggestion in my comments. So I recreated this preset. And like I said earlier, if you like the free version of the preset or you just don't have FL Studio, make sure you go to my website and you can buy the paid version. Like I said, it works on any DAW. All you need is the Wave Studio Rack / Studio Verse plugin, and then you just drag it onto that, and then you'll have the nice and mixed vocals. But like I said, use code NFL for 50% off my website on anything that includes mixing, mastering, whatever you need, presets, and yeah, so you go check that out. And also, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button, and stay tuned for more videos. Thank you for watching. Peace out.